Traders, investors, what is going on? We are back. So I've had some requests on my Thinkorswim setup, some tips and tricks, stuff I like to use in here a number of times, and so we're circling back to that now. Let me know in the down there. We can do a deep dive into some of these things. But most of y'all like the down and dirty, quick video, so we'll just condense this. We're going to go over 5 tips and tricks, some features in Thinkorswim, some of which I use all the time. So firstly, let's start with alerts. Pretty straightforward. You can right click, create an alert, set it bid, ask, all these different price conditions. So just for this example, we'll put the bid at or below, create another one, put the bid, at or above. So now effectively, if this thing starts to move to the upside or downside, we'll be alerted of it, and it'll go to our phone. It'll also pop up at your terminal right here. So everyone knows about that. Pretty straightforward. Everyone's seen those kind of alerts and other software, but I really like the conditional statements that you can do in here. Now there's lots of different things. You can get alerted when news comes out, but let's get into the good stuff. So we're going to go here, we're going to create alert, go to study, and hit edit. And so I've already wrote the condition here, and you can copy it if you'd like, but just so you understand how I got to this point, we'll go to add condition. We're going to be looking for some price variation, so we'll click on price, want the bid. So anytime that the bid is less than, let's say, the 300. So we'll go to study. I have exponential moving averages here, so there's your exponential. I'm curious about the 300, so I'll set the 300 and hit save. And now we've created this advanced alert condition. So see, study equals true, create. So now we've created this custom alert. So let's say you're back in this range in here, and you notice that, hey, anytime Tesla touches the 300 exponential, it's been a buy, at least for a quick swing, right? So now you can set this alert where you will be alerted not when it's at a price level, but when it's actually at a moving average point. So that's pretty significant. I think that's awesome. So that's a really cool, unique feature that I like in Thinkorswim that I haven't seen in any other terminals. So the next thing I really like in Thinkorswim is OCO Brackets. So let's say pre-market you're trying to get Tesla. You notice a couple of days ago it's chopping down and it actually reclaimed the 180 and it's been ticking up. You notice the day before that, before it started its run, it touched the 180, breached it a little bit, bounced, and then started its run. So if a 180 touch here would constitute 637, let's go a little bit under that. We'll say maybe 636. So I'm going to go into trade, right click buy, custom buy, OCO bracket. So I'm going to set my buy at 636, 646. Let's get greedy. So there's 10 points on 100 shares. It's $1,000. Quick maths. So what do we want to risk? How much did it go under? It went about $1 under. So if we're going to try and scoop it $1 under right there, let's put our stop like $1.50 under that, $2 under that. All right. So we're going to confirm and send that. So basically what you're looking at here is a buy order. It's a limit. This order to actually sell to generate the money is a limit order, but this bottom half, that's your stop loss. So that's to protect your bottom end. So we're going to confirm and send. Go back to the chart. So we got our bracket set up. We got our custom condition now. So let me get filled and then we'll fast forward it. So notice I actually had some shares over here already and it still didn't sell it. So this is a conditional statement, remember, like we were saying, where this has to trigger and then whichever one of these happens first, it'll trigger. So if you buy and then it hits your stop and then runs later on in the day, you're not going to sell it short. And you also didn't sell it short just then because this order hasn't filled. It's kind of like an if-else statement. Alright, nice, I got filled. Now, since I cheated, let's go to when the thing's happening. Come on. Boom, out of there. So you got a little preview of Active Trader before, but let's dig into it now. So this is the next thing. So Active Trader is a hybrid of the level 2. You can kind of see the order book mirrored onto here. A little bit nasty because there's a lot to scroll through on this one. Generally you're not going to be trading something with this many decimal places, so it's easier to see the breadth of ranges, all in one screen. And so it's really cool. It shows you the buy and sell side. Normally I'm not clicking around in here selling. I'm flattening my position, but we'll get to that. So notice the cursor on the screen matches where I'm at on this list, and this list is all the different fill rates essentially. So you can put in some orders to the pre-market low if you want. You can just, do market buys if the thing is going, and it buys it at the market price. So it gives you the flexibility to quickly put in orders or come over here and cancel them. And that, to me, is one of the most important things when you're trading, especially with size and aggressively. You want to have the confidence that you can get in and out of the trade quickly, or you can cancel orders or set orders, in an efficient manner. And that's what this allows you to do. So this thing's bouncing. Let's say the trade's turning on me. I'm down $12. I'm out of here, and I'm out. Interesting. So I guess that feature doesn't work on demand, but generally speaking, when you click flatten, it is meant to be used when you want to close out your trade immediately when your quantity button isn't the same as the shares that you're holding. So there's your quantity button. There's also big buttons right here. You can do it like that. But let's say you're holding hundreds of shares and you don't want to just sell 5 right here. This comes up every time. You can actually have it set to auto send. So I'll do that. So let's say you don't want to do that. You can hit flatten and it should, is it because it's paused? Nope. Anyways, you hit flatten and it'll close you out of your position. So if it starts to turn on you, you don't have to worry about punching in a number or setting, opening your phone and hitting sell this many shares. You just hit flatten and you're out. You can see the level 2 in here, the bid and the ask stack up. So right now there's, it's gone. But you can see, who's going to win, right? You got a lot of orders stacked up, a lot of buy orders stacked up right here that are pushing up the price. So you got a little wall right there that had 590 shares or 5,900. There's 4,100 shares. So you can kind of see the power struggle between the bid and the ask side, and it'll let you see whales. You'll be able to see, is someone holding this down? Is it bracketed here? Do you see, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, or you see a giant wall pop up. You see 1,000 there, which means there'd be 10,000 share wall on the ask side, holding this thing down at 43.40 essentially. And as I'm recording this, I have a feeling that I'm way over 5 minutes, so we're gonna bring it all home real quick. So the last 2 things I want to talk about is the tape and this stuff over here. Come on, tape. Alright, there we go. So you can see the orders coming in. If you want to get rid of some of the riffraff, you can choke it down to get some of the big orders in there so you can kind of see what's going on. And so everything kind of works together as one. These don't necessarily mean that all of these people are selling, but it means that the ask is getting hit. Same thing with green. It doesn't necessarily mean people are buying. It's a bid. So someone could be hitting the bid and just selling their position, or they could have a bid order waiting and they're trying to buy the bid, right? So the price action helps you determine what's going on over here. So if we choke this down, and let's say 5,000, that's too much. 2,000, 1,000. All right, there we go. So if you watch these candles right here and you see these orders coming in, well, these are clearly sell orders. The bid is just, being hit. The liquidity is just being taken out. And so lastly, let's go over here real quick. So links. Links are awesome. I have links on everything. I have my main chart linked to my news here, and I have lots of my watch lists also linked on channel 1 on red. And so I like this because really quickly, sort by volume. In the pre-market, let's say you're trying to find something. Well, you go over here, click down through your watch list, and really quickly, got a squeeze alarm. Really quickly, you can see what's going on. You can get a little breath of news. So that's really helpful. Same thing going on right here. So I have mini charts up all the time. I always have 1 or 2 that have indexes on them so I can kind of see what's going on in the background. So I can go like this because I have this link to yellow, or blue rather. I can quickly change what I'm looking at. So I can bring the VIX up real quick. Over here on Riot. Let me check out Riot. Unusual volume. What's at the top of the list? Alright, let's check out that. And so really quickly, you can flip around at everything that you're looking at. And as you know, speed and execution is everything in trading. So this just makes you more comfortable in that respect. And lastly is mini charts. So you can't click on everything all the time. Sometimes you're focused on a trade. You want to just have something up in the corner of your eye. And that's what the mini charts are great for. That way I can focus on the trade at hand, but I can also keep an eye on some of my other positions. Maybe I'm looking to add, maybe I'm looking to sell, so you can kind of monitor stuff that way. But anyways, that is it. Hit the thing, do the stuff, follow me on the stuff and things if you don't, join the Discord, and let me know in the down there what you think of this kind of stuff. If you want me to do a deeper dive, we can certainly do that. But catch you in the next one, traders.